How's it going,
going,
K.E.?
K.E.?
It's your main man, Owen and Aaron.
Yes, me.
Hey, Owen,
What?
what does the sun drink out of?
What?
Sunglasses. We've really needed those with this week's weather.
Talk to us about next week, Elijah.
This is your weekly weather report. This weather has been jumping back and forth. Today it will be in the high 60s. On Saturday and Sunday it will be in the high 40s and low 50s. The sun will start to go away and the clouds will be coming back. On Monday it will be in the low 60s. On Tuesday it will be in the high 50s with a surprising 70% chance of rain. On Wednesday it will be in the high 40s with 68% chance of rain. On Thursday it will be in the low 50s with sun. On Friday it'll be in the low 50s. That's it for this week's crazy weather.
Thanks, Elijah.
Man, it's really nice.
Yeah, I hope some people have both days outside.
Yeah, and I hope they have ice cream.
Yes, please.
Let's over to Caitlin for birthdays.
Hi, you're here with Caitlin with this week's belated birthdays. Shout out to Gavin Ham on the 22nd. You know who's also on the 22nd? Mrs. Young. Anyway, the 24th was Melena Baker and the 27th was Emmett Gray. Did you know a couple of days ago was Mrs. Thorne's birthday? Well, now let's go to the birthdays for this coming week. Those are Colby and Jackson Harris. Hey, you know how we keeping announcing teachers' birthdays? Well, Mrs. Mitchell is turning 40. She doesn't look a day over 28. Well, that's all for birthdays. Happy birthday, people. Now back to the anchors.
Happy birthday, y'all.
Today, Peyton is going to be doing Peyton's Playbook.
What's he gonna predict with no Super Bowl?
Mwah, 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 mwah.
Let's see what Peyton does.
Hi, Katie. Welcome back to my playbook. It's been a while. This is the first episode without football, so let's do some baseball. Today, the Kansas City Royals play against the Arizona Diamondbacks in spring training. If you didn't know what spring training is, it's basically a practice game where the young guys in the minor league and people that are drafted, that are high prospects, get to play with the guys that we see in the MLB. And the starting pitchers get loose and extend their innings per outing, like per time they pitch. And in college basketball, March Madness is right around the corner. March Madness is a 64 team bracket, and the winner of March Madness is national champions. That is all for now. Now back to the anchors.
I'm excited for March Madness.
It's gonna be madness.
Like the madness of questions about new friend Ralph.
Let's go over to visit Emily scurrying through the halls questioning KE students about the mouse and the motorcycle.
Hello and welcome to this week's interviews. This week we are doing our One School, One Book, the Mouse and the Motorcycle interviews. Now it's time for me to stop talking so we can go see the segment. What's your name?
Declan?
What is your favorite part about the book so far?
Where the vacuum cleaner almost sucked up Ralph.
Thank you. What is your name?
Graydon.
What would you do if you saw a mouse riding a motorcycle?
I'd say yeehaw.
Thank you. What's your name?
Betsy?
Besides a motorcycle, what other vehicle do you think Ralph could ride?
A bicycle?
Why a bicycle?
Because it's close to a motorcycle.
Thank you. What's your name?
Brooks?
If you were a mouse, would you ride the motorcycle?
Yes,
Why?
because I think it would be very interesting.
Thank you. What's your name?
Cruz?
Why do you think the motorcycle drive even though it was a toy?
Because they made it to drive?
Do you think the other cars can drive too?
No.
Thank you. That's all for this week's interviews. Now back to the anchors.
By now you should be finishing up the book, and we are going to cap it off with a Spirit Week.
Let's head over to Adrian to hear about next week's dress-up days.
Spring greetings, K.E.
Next week, there will be a Spirit Week,
Not just any Spirit Week.
but a Spirit Week that follows the storyline of Mouse on the Motorcycle.
Monday, Keith and his family are on vacation, so dress like a tourist on vacation.
So, wear binoculars.
And with those binoculars, you could see a little mouse named Ralph.
And Tuesday, dress like a mouse because Keith meets Ralph.
Wednesday, Ralph takes the motorcycle out for a spin, so dress like a biker.
With leather jackets and bandanas.
Thursday, sadly, Keith gets sick, so wear your PJs like you would when you're sick.
And lastly, Keith heads back home, so wear some purple and gold for your homeschool.
One more thing before we go. Next week, JJ and I will be interviewing the best dress.
So KE, make sure you dress well.
Bye, KE.
Thanks, Adrian. Wouldn't it be so cool if we could celebrate the end of this book with a real mouse and motorcycle?
Funny you say that. We are having a mouse and motorcycle rally next Thursday at 6. Stop by to enjoy things Ralph and Keith. Real motorcycles, an ambulance, a hotel cakewalk, a mouse eel headbands, trivia, a photo, a boat, and more.
Wow, sounds like fun. That's the end of this week's broadcast. This is Aaron.
And Owen.
See ya, KE.